Everyone, welcome back to Megamind.
Megamind!
Today we are in beautiful Utah, and we're here with a wonderful guest, Shelby Hansen. Shelby, thank you so much for being our second guest of our show. We're really excited to learn more about you and what you do for a living.
Heck yeah.
Cool. So today we're gonna have the interview segment, but while we're doing that, we're also going to be painting the mountains that is behind us.
It's not going to be great on my end, but it will be some type of a Picasso. Maybe not Pablo, but it'll look good.
Yeah, we're not too sure how this is going to go, but we're here to have fun. We're here to learn more about what it's like in the lives of other little people and learn more about what they do for a living. So Shelby, can you please introduce yourself and tell us about what you do for a living?
Yeah, of course. My name is Shelby. I live in Orem, Utah, and for the past 4 years, I've worked at
My phone just overheated.
All right, sorry about that, Shelby.
You're all good.
All right, we'll do this again. Everyone ready?
Yes.
All right, that's so bad. All right.
Shush. I suck at painting.
So,
That's so bad.
can you?
See how that feels?
Yes.
It hurts. It hurts when someone says that.
Awesome.
It-
Shelby,
Okay.
can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little about what you do for a living?
So my name is Shelby. I live in Orem, Utah, and for the past 4 years, I've been working at an outpatient mental health clinic as a claims operations specialist, which is basically just fancy terms for I work with your insurance and do all the frustrating work of billing them, and if they deny payment for whatever reason, I get to call them and be like, hey, what the heck, there's no reason you should have denied this. And then I resend claims. I also input like all insurance payments as well, and do all the like contractual adjustments of what we've agreed to write off of the portion of the visit or whatever. And yeah, that's about it. And
That's awesome.
check people in. Also, I do the daily like reception work as well. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
Do you ever talk to the customers about the insurance plans or help them out, like get set up with your facility, or?
yeah, so when people call in for their initial evaluation appointment, that's like our first question is like what kind of insurance they have and what kind of costs they'll be looking at. So if they have
Okay.
just like a copay, or if the entire thing goes towards their deductible, and so they have to pay like $100 to $200 out of pocket,
Oh
which
yeah.
usually stinks. But
Mhm.
I bet. So how do you advocate for some of your patients?
so for the ones that don't have like either a covered diagnosis or they have a really high deductible plan and they're going to be paying $100 per session no matter what, like it's going to be hard to meet their deductible even if they're seen all year. With those people, we try to offer like our self-pay rates, which are usually just lower rates that we don't bill to insurance at all, pay entirely out of pocket. We also have different kinds of payment plans that we offer to them to make sure that care is affordable for them. And we try to do our best to make sure that the therapists are aware that we work with of like covered diagnosis codes and like what can be considered their primary diagnosis to whatever other conditions they may have and be diagnosed with.
Totally. Insurance can be very complicated when you're trying to get it paid off by some way and whatnot. So that seems very complicated to call those people and do that all the time. So
Yep, yeah.
Cool. The helicopter, the mics are right here. No. So we serious question.
Okay.
You could be any animal. What would it be and why?
Oof. Such a good question.
And went from taxes and insurance, or not?
Away-
Sorry, it
yeah,
went from
away from all
insurance
that, yeah.
to that.
Let's see. I want to say a turtle because that's like my favorite animal.
Oh,
Yes.
I love
But-
turtles.
Yeah, and they just get to live their life at sea all the time. Just come on shore to lay eggs every once in a while and go right back out.
And you can just leave your kids.
Just leave your kids behind.
Because the minute they hatch, it's like, good luck making it to the water.
Yep, see you later. That's not my problem anymore.
For sure.
I hate those videos. It's so sad.
I do hate the
Yeah.
ones like of them hatching and trying to make it there.
It's like,
It's so sad.
man,
Also, to the viewers watching this, when you guys see mine, you're not even gonna. You're gonna wonder if it's even a mountain, but we'll get through it. It's gonna be something.
Yeah, these are all gonna be something. These are so.
How does someone find this type of role that you are in currently?
So I heard about it by word of mouth from one of my friends that I was working with at Utah Valley University. When I first moved to Orem in 2019, I was working with their custodial staff, and one of my friends that I was working with, she was looking into getting a different job after about a year there. And so she found this job at Preferred Family Clinic because there was another employee there that was going on maternity leave and possibly like just doing stay-at-home mom stuff after that. And so she got hired on, and then shortly after she was like, they're still looking for another person. I know you kind of want to leave, so if you want to jump on this with me, go for it. And so I applied, and it was literally right as COVID happened. It was the same week.
Oh, really?
As I went to turn in my 2 weeks at UVU and then start my first 2 weeks at this new job. And so it was really scary.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know which job is going to make it through or which one I should take. Because I had heard at UVU, like, because they pay you on a salary there. So I knew for sure that I had money till the end of the year at UVU. And you're paid hourly at the clinic. And so I had so many decisions to make that 1 week.
huge adjustment.
Yeah, and so I just sat on it, thought about it, and then one of the employees at the clinic, they told me, they're like, we're gonna make it through this. Like, if we have to do telehealth, it's not something we haven't done before, so
That's good.
everything will be fine if you stay here. And so that's ultimately what helped me make my decision to stay there.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So Shelby, what is your education background?
So I graduated from high school in 2017, and the original plan was to go into zoology.
Oh, wow.
I really wanted to work with animals, whether it was doing research or like just actual field work or anything like that. I didn't care. I just wanted to be around them. And so I got accepted to Weber State University up in Ogden.
Nice.
And I did 1 semester there because I decided to serve a mission, actually, for my church. And so after my 1 semester there, I decided to just work to get money for my mission. So I did that, and then I went on my mission in, oh my goodness, when was this? Late 2018. And at that point, I was called to serve what's called a 2 transfer mission, where you only serve for a period of 2 transfers, which is, oh my goodness, I can't remember how many weeks. We'll say 8 weeks or 12 weeks, somewhere in there.
Oh, wow.
Can't remember.
And this is in Utah?
I actually served up in Idaho, which is really
cool.
funny because that's where I was like born and raised. So
Oh, cool.
I was called from Utah to Idaho. And yeah, I had the option of going 18 after the 3 months was done, but I decided to come home, just do some personal issues and things like that. And then at that point, I had cousins that lived here in Orem, and they were telling me that, hey, there's this great opportunity that you can do where you can work at UVU, and they'll pay your in-state tuition.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so that's what got me to UVU. And at that point at UVU, I was going to switch my major to biology. And obviously that definitely changed after COVID happened. Once COVID happened and I got that job at that clinic, I just became really invested in like coding, and kind of just the behind the scenes of medical and mental health billing. Just how all that works. I found it really fascinating, and so now my goal is to get certified in medical coding, so I can work with I could work with insurance companies, different clinics, different medical companies, to kind of do all of their background billing stuff, and hopefully eventually work from home is the end goal.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this certification, how long does it usually take to get it?
It can be anywhere I've seen from it, because it depends on which classes you take, I think. It can be anywhere from like 6 to 8 months to 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So
What exactly does medical coding entail?
it entails like the different procedure codes that are used in medical billing. So like your very first initial visit with any medical provider is an evaluation, and that's billed differently no matter what facility you go to. And then each follow-up visit is billed usually the same after that. But if there's any like testing needed, those are all under their own codes for either psychological or neurological or things like that. And so you just have to be aware that you're billing the right codes with the correct diagnosis codes to go along with them, or else insurance will deny and say that it's not needed.
For sure. Cool.
What happens when an insurer denies it? Do you just tell the patient like, hey, we cannot be able to like serve you or cover you?
Yeah, there are usually options to appeal the decision. Usually those don't go anywhere though.
Oh.
Sometimes it depends on which insurance you work with. There are some that are definitely more considerate to their clients and things like that. But for the most part, insurance kind of sucks. And yeah, they can be difficult to work with. And so at that point too, like if they're not willing to budge, we'll work out again a self-pay rate with them, including any like kind of payment plan. And that usually also expedites the process of like specifically for testing, like psychological testing for either like autism testing, ADHD testing, anything like that. Doing it self-pay will expedite it just because we don't have to wait on your insurance for any like pre-authorization or approval or anything like that. And you can get the testing done faster, you can get the report out quicker to any doctors that you need it to go to, and overall it's just better for self-pay patients.
I have to take it like a step backwards, but can you explain really quickly what a mission is? Because we're from, well, me, you, and my wife are all from Utah, so this is very much a LDS thing. We just would love to, if you could explain that really quickly.
Yeah, of course. So a mission is just kind of a period of time when, for men, it's when they turn the age of 18. For women, it's when they turn 19.
Oh, really?
I believe. I can't remember if the church has updated that again recently or not, but I'm
for sure
pretty sure it's 19 for girls, where you take 1.5 to 2 years of your life to just go and spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. Encourage people to come closer to Jesus and kind of find out like who they are and where they came from like a religious standpoint, and if they like, you know, offer them the opportunity to get baptized if they feel comfortable enough with that information, and encourage them to go to different church events and church functions and things like that.
For sure, because it's very unique, especially in Utah, for men and women that do serve a mission, because a lot of people either choose their main career or go to college and whatnot, but here it's like almost like a 1 to 2 year delay on that and whatnot.
Going on a mission instead of going straight. Which again, that was the plan for me, like was to go to college for 4 years and then just, you know, whatever life takes me after that. I wasn't planning on serving a mission, but it just happened.
Yeah, right.
It just happened where I was like, this is something like I feel like I need to do, and you know, I prayed about it and got a good feeling about it, that was where I was supposed to be at the time, and so there I went.
Awesome.
So you mentioned that you wanted to major in zoology in college, right?
Yeah.
So since you seem to be interested in pursuing a career in the medical coding field, do you have any interest in like volunteering at a zoo and still be around, you know, loving, cuddly, fluffy animals and all that, or?
Yeah, I think that would be really fun to do sometime down the road.
Yeah.
Right now, that's just not a possibility currently. But definitely, I think sometime down the road, I would love to be able to go and volunteer and do that kind of stuff.
Would you want to feed the animals? Like,
heck yeah.
Yeah?
Heck yeah.
I don't know about like the llamas or the donkeys, because they like bite you if you don't like move your hand away.
My buddy got an alpaca spat in his face, and he'll never go near an alpaca again.
Oh no.
See, but that's just part of the experience.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna
is.
say,
That makes
you have
it
to
fun.
be committed to loving animals and
Yeah.
getting your hands dirty if that's the
You
case.
can't say you never did it if you do it. So
For sure.
Jeff, what's your animal?
My animal is the penguin because they waddle. Very similar aspects of why Shelby likes turtles. They waddle like us. They like to cuddle and they slide on their bellies. How can't be cuter than that, in my opinion. And yours, Will?
I kind of like the sloths.
oh heck yeah.
They're just like super mellow, super slow, and super goofy, and I don't know. They're just like a chill animal to be around. I think, you know, if I had a pet sloth, I'd be like, "Here, catch," and it just drops whatever I'm throwing at them, and I'll just be laughing by myself that my pet sloth did not catch whatever I threw at it.
For sure. Well, Shelby, you know that we live in Utah, and what does Utah love? Sugar.
Sugar.
What is, if you had a friend outside of state, what is the sugar place to go to?
Ooh, like drink wise, I'm assuming.
Drink or cookies, anything.
cookies.
Like, what would you be like? This is Utah.
I would probably say Sodalicious.
Okay.
Delicious.
Or Fizz is another good one. Just because they have both. They have the soda and the cookies, and
Oh, so you like them better than what's the other place called?
there's Swig.
Swig. So Swig is usually popular. I'm surprised.
Yeah, Swig. They just don't have as many options as I
Okay.
like. That Sodalicious does. And they also don't have as many cookie options. Like the Sodalicious double fudge cookie,
Wow.
to die for.
Okay. Cool.
So was Sodalicious named after Fergie's song Fergalicious?
I like to think that, but
Okay.
I honestly don't know.
So delicious.
Classic.
That is funny. Audience, as you guys know, we are
Little
dwarves.
people. Who would've thought?
Yeah. So, as you know, part of this whole special Mega Mind show is to connect with other little people and learn more about what they do for a living. But we also want to know, what is their favorite part about being a little person? So Shelby, what is your favorite part about being a little person?
I think honestly,
Sorry.
you're okay. Coming from someone who I didn't grow up with a lot of other little people in my life, so being able to like prove people wrong on what I can and can't do, instead of just having them assume, is really funny. Like there was one time when I lived back in Wendover. That's where I grew up. Also, it was Wendover, Nevada, and I was helping a friend restock some bread at the store. That was just part of her job, and I got to help her out that day. And there was this guy that came up to me, and he was like very adamant on taking a picture of me doing this job.
So annoying.
And he's like, and I was like, why do you want to take a picture? Like, what will you gain out of this? And he's like, well,
Right.
you're doing this even though you're so small. And I'm like, what's the
Yeah.
point? Anybody can do this. I can do this. So, no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let my size dictate what I cannot do. Like, if I can't stock something, then what's the point of even living?
Dang. We're really deep.
Yeah.
I was about to say I had a parkour to get the ketchup at Culver's because the handle thing is all the way in the back. So I was like, I'm not about to ask somebody for that. I can do it myself.
But yeah, just things like that. Like another favorite thing, I go to the gym with my friend Carol, and she's average height, and there's a lot of times at the gym when we're doing things that we use, like, I don't know what else to call it, the universal machine, where you have the pulleys, the cables.
Yeah, the cables basically.
Yeah.
I love the cables.
And there was one time we were just like going back and forth doing two different exercises. Sorry, there's a bug.
Oh yeah.
But We were doing 2 different exercises on each side of the machine, and then we'd just switch for every set.
Oh my gosh.
And it got to a point where she would forget to like pull the bar down for me, so that way I could do the arm exercise. And so she just kept getting started on that, and I laughed because like I love it when people forget that, like, oh yeah, you are short, but you can still do a lot of normal people activities, you know. But I do need the help still.
Absolutely.
Help me.
Yeah,
Please.
but still, please help me because I can't reach.
For sure. And Shelby, what do you like to do outside of work?
Well, going to the gym is a big one. Just because it's really nice for de-stressing after work and things like that. I do love to binge watch movies, TV shows, things like that on Netflix, Hulu. I have them all.
What's your favorite show right now?
Right now it is Bridgerton. The new season literally just came out 2 days ago.
Oh, wow.
And me and my friend last night, we made a pact not to watch it until we were both done with work last night.
Aw.
That's awesome.
So we stayed up very late watching it and discussing it, and it was very fun.
Nice.
Bridgerton is about the queen and royal, like what it's like to be in the royal like castle and whatnot, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Sorry, I just looked at Will's painting, and I can't wait until the audience sees what he's making. It is. It's something.
It's something, all right.
At the same time, mine's something. Can you introduce yourself? What just happened?
I am Jeff's wife, Michelle, and I'm going to ask Shelby some of my own questions because I want to be part of this too. A little bit about myself. A while ago, Shelby was in one of my projects. I did like a women of stature thing, basically like confidence, beautiful women.
Yeah, I think that's when we first met too, was when you did that project.
Yeah. Good times. So yes, we've been friends. So my first question is, did you have any fears, like career wise, in the past?
Yeah. With a lot of my jobs, I'm always just scared that people will take one look at me and honestly just be like, oh, clearly you can't do anything, so no, you don't get this job, you know.
Yeah.
Or just setting an unrealistic standard for myself. I feel like I've done that a lot at my current job, where I work at a certain pace for so long that I'm like, okay, well, once this gets a little bit more difficult, this is going to be the standard that they expect out of me all the time, no matter the circumstances. And so I think those are my two biggest ones, is like just one is people's expectations of me in the workplace.
Are there any times that you've like overcame that, or like proved people wrong, kind of like exceeded their expectations?
Yeah, like kind of both. I've like either exceeded the expectations, or if I know it's something I can't do, number one, I just like accept it myself. I'm like, this isn't something realistically that I can do without over extenuating myself, or you know, something like that. And so at that point, that's when I like sit down with my bosses and be like, hey, I have this boundary, and it's going to be a permanent thing from now on. So yeah.
That's healthy. So what would you say, like, how did you overcome it, or like what helped, I guess, besides being honest? It sounds like you were really honest and open with your boss.
I was gonna say, that's mainly it. I feel like for me, it's just open communication. I'll never be scared to stand up for yourself and advocate for yourself.
Yeah,
you're your own biggest advocate, really. I feel like I said that word too many times, but
no, I agree. Is there a time that you have not been able to overcome a fear, or like do you feel like you have one now that you're kind of working on? You can be as vulnerable or not as you are.
I don't know. There have just been like jobs that I've started where it's nothing like I expected, and usually within the first week I'm like, I'm out of here, which is really like not professional to do, and I know that, but I don't know. I've just bowed out and been like, yep, that's not for me. See you later.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like you're good at setting boundaries.
That's what I do.
Nice. That's something I am not great at.
It takes time. It's a fake it till you make it mentality 100%.
Yeah. Good to know. Okay. Is there anything, like, looking back that you would do differently career-wise, or do you have any regrets? I know that's kind of a hard question, but I know I do, so.
I don't know. I wouldn't say I do. I'm
Yeah?
a very firm believer in like where you are in your life now is where you're meant to be, and obviously you'd be somewhere else if you were supposed to be somewhere else.
Nice.
So, would I like to go back and complete my zoology degree? I think it would be fun. It'd be
Yeah.
good to have that under my belt, but
What about like veterinary science? Have you ever thought about that?
yeah,
Said,
that was like my original idea in like elementary school.
oh, really?
Was veterinary science.
I
Yeah.
wanted to be a vet too. I volunteered at a vet clinic for like a summer, and
Heck yeah.
I'm very allergic to cats and dogs.
Oh.
So I was always sneezing and not okay. And then I got to watch a surgery, but I got to watch a dog get neutered, and then I said, I don't want to be a vet anymore.
Yeah.
No thanks.
That kind of turned me away too. Was that kind of stuff, or like when you have to like put
Like
a dog down too, like
yeah, or like
you can't do
claw
that.
them.
Sorry.
Ugh. So from like your past job experience at the clinic and like going on a mission and stuff, what would you say the biggest thing you've learned is like through all those kind of like experiences?
Oh man, really trying not to repeat myself at this point. And
That's okay if you do.
but yeah, like it's just never be afraid to stand up for yourself and like set your boundaries, because that's going to be your biggest strength in any career field that you take on. Because that's really going to help make or break your own work environment that you make for yourself. It kind of helps define your attitude when you go to work, and if you want to keep showing up, things like that. So yeah,
Nice.
always stand up for yourself.
Well, those are all my questions. But how's your painting going?
It could be better.
And magically, me and Will just came into the frame, and Michelle just disappears. So Shelby, we just want to end this off by just wanting to know, like, where do you see yourself in the next year, 5 years, and what's the end goal for you?
End goal is definitely to be working from home at that point, so that way I can travel, get out and do more stuff.
Yeah.
Love it.
Because I definitely, like I said earlier, I haven't even been out of the west of the United States. Furthest I've been is Texas. So
Yeah,
I
that's
would,
crazy.
yeah, I want to go see more of the world so bad. So I hope that by getting a work from home job, I can do that and just work from wherever.
Do you want to go out of the country, or do you want to first start out within
I
the
mean, I'd
country?
like to be more familiar with the States first,
Yeah.
but I do definitely want to see like Greece is a big one that's on the
Ooh.
list. Me and my sister really want to go to Greece. And France, Paris, obviously.
Yes.
Everyone wants to go see Paris at least once.
I
Oui, oui.
wanna see it.
Oui, oui.
I think, is that French or is that?
That is French.
Okay, don't listen to me.
No, you're right. That was French.
That was good.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
Good job.
Oui, oui.
Okay, sweet.
Oui.
Confession, I thought it was in Italy. For a second, that's why I was like, maybe I need to go over there too. Sorry.
We'll make a trip out of it.
Right.
We'll just plan a trip.
Not a lot of people know about people. So, do you have any kind of hidden talents that a lot of people don't know about?
I guess.
Not a lot of people know a lot about people.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so something that I don't know, I think a lot of people don't know, is I play the trumpet.
Oh, cool.
I played trumpet all the way from 5th grade until I graduated high school.
Wow.
So yeah, I've played for like flag burnings. I play taps a bit.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and so yeah,
What is flat burning?
flag burnings when like different organizations.
Can't let the
when-
flag touch the ground.
Yeah,
Oh.
they dispose of their flags that have been like torn and tattered because of the wind or
Ah.
anything like that. And so yeah.
Yeah, we take the American flag seriously in this country.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, guys, I think we're at the final statements. Okay, Will, show yours first. Wow. I can really see the snow in those mountains.
I know, right?
Pretty face.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Well, explain your thought process on why you did it like that.
All right, so as you can tell, I was trying to outline like the grassy area and then the sky and then like the white snow on the mountains. But then I was trying to make the black brownish dirt and all that, but my mixing was not the best. So it just became red and lava. And so I decided, you know what, let's just have a good time. Let's just make a face out of it.
Heck yeah.
And I think it's like a face of like this monkey that I'm imagining. I've seen it
Okay.
somewhere.
The lava. I thought it was like a lava monster. You know?
We'll go with the lava monster, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Well, I'll put a picture of what I was imagining in the video, so that
Sounds
way you
good.
guys can visualize what I'm trying to say.
Okay, now we'll go to me. And then this is mine.
Wow.
I basically made finger painting because Jeff is not good at painting. That's me up there. I don't know if you can see me. I'm up there too. So I drew myself, you know.
You are a
imagining
little guy
myself.
there.
There is literally no sun, but can't have a finger painting without a sun in the corner.
Heck yeah.
So that's why that's there. And
That's fun.
the sun's out. And yeah, it's I don't know what else to say. It's finger painting. And let's reveal Shelby's. Wow.
Wow,
Shelby.
I did try my best. Don't look at the trees though.
No, they
No,
look
that's
great.
Yeah.
I think you did a great job.
Awesome.
Wow.
Well, thank you.
Hands down, the winner chicken dinner in
That is
this
the best,
thing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're gonna chicken dinner.
That is
That's
really
me.
good.
Thank you. As you clearly saw, we are definitely artists.
Please vote on which one you like.
Yeah, please vote. But we're gonna show my wife because she quickly made hers for her little segment.
She
so
freaking killed it.
we're gonna flip the camera, edit now, boom. And yeah, it's just you and my wifey. Let's go, wifey. So let's show yours. Wow. Look at that. Literally 10
Stunning.
times faster than we ever did, and it already looks better.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Fantastic.
Thank you.
That was very, very fun. We had a lot of fun painting the mountains. Obviously, we know who are the artists of the group and who aren't.
I'm the artist.
But Shelby, yeah, thank you so much for joining us
Yeah, of
on
course.
Megamind. Is it cool if the audience connect with you if they want to learn more about what you do for a living and get to know you more?
Yeah, for sure. Just shout out my socials or
Yeah.
okay. Shelby Hansen Facebook, and then on Instagram it's just _ Shelby Hansen.
There'll be things popping up here, or here, or here.
Well, that's cool, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Megamind.
Megamind!
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode.
We're really organized. At the very end of the video, we always give the fist bump out.
But don't say it. Just like let's just do
Oh.
it.
We just do this, just randomly, just at the end, just
Yeah. All right. Okay. Do you want to? Then you're gonna keep. All right. Yeah. So you can tell them then.
Just do the fist
at
bump.
the end of the video, we always end it out with the good old classic fist bump. You have to do dual fist bumps.
Oh jeez.
Oh, at the same time.
Oh,
on the hand.
I-
Yeah. That's great.
Oh
Woo! Explosion! We're done.
Let's go.
We're gonna keep
Good
that in.
job.
I loved it.
Yeah. Thank you so
good
much.
job.
Thank you.
Good job, Michelle.
Thank you.
I don't